Something just came to me when I was writing, and so I'm gonna share it before it cools off. So I'm gonna do a course, trial little course, workshop that it's all about managing energy. Managing energy, being more efficient with our energy, how we spend our energy. And it also has a lot to do with activating this thing that we already have natural, which is self-awareness of our energy and how we use it. And I take you into like a little journey of self-exploration that opens and activates a lot of self-understanding and self-awareness that naturally builds you boundaries, that builds you awareness of what you want, what you don't want, and how to maneuver through your energy better. But for that to happen, we have to declutter things. So in this little trial that I'm going to do, I am also going to offer emotion code. I found in my journey emotion code really helpful, insightful to understand myself, what has caused this and that. And it releases also clutter from our energy field so we can actually move with more ease, with less trigger, and with less pain over here. So in this talks that I'm gonna do that are gonna be interactive in group, I it's gonna activate under like things. It's gonna like bring up things that you're gonna need to clear up, and then you're gonna have to have a session with me. You're going to be able to have a session with me because I'm gonna offer three talks, three group workshop where we're all interacting and understanding. And this is for beginners and for advanced, whoever. It's very grounded. It's all about understanding energy in a very practical way. And I will say that I am in gratitude with AuraTransformation, which is a tool that has brought a lot of grounded tools and a lot of language that has helped me, and tool mostly also tools, and then teachers that have also taught me a lot. But during my journey before AuraTransformation, slightly before AuraTransformation, well, way before AuraTransformation, and like the few months before my AuraTransformation, and then 2 years of intense, intense using and redoing and repeating and exploring a lot of self search and certain truth searching and truth understanding and clearing and decluttering a lot of me have has gathered me a lot of tools, practical tools. I like playing. I like playing with writing, and I like playing with drawing, and I like playing with paper, and I have like so many things that I do that I play around with as a creative curious being to understand better what I need to do, or what I need to process, or what I need to embrace, or what is this idea that I'm feeling so strong, and what is in the way of it, and getting into the root of things. So I love this stuff, and combine that with all the tools that I've been learning that have inspired more of this. That's why I say I've been doing this before even getting involved with Aura Transformation. But then eventually I attracted people, teachers, mentors, and even tools that are a match to this curiosity and this way of exploring myself and exploring my own genius and my own things. And this, I believe, gives you a lot of clarity. even if you haven't had an aura transformation or you've never done energy work or anything like that, this is a very gentle practice and exercise, and it's fun, it's creative. It's like going to like a writing class or a little mind mapping of who you are and what you want and what your purpose is. But we're going to be in a group and a setting that of truth seeking people that are that are passionate about really coming into their most truest self, and they're wanting to bring this, they're like wanting to declutter some stuff so they can actually come, or they can come more in pure expression and more pure truthfulness of who they are and what they want to bring to the world. So we're in a transition and time of learning about ourselves and really activating the most mature human that we can be. That is really what's happening in the world right now. We're as human beings, we're maturing and also discovering that we have a lot of inner gifts and inner knowledge that can really be useful and also be fun for our journey. And so for this is a setting for those who are really in this journey of self-exploration and wanting more boundaries, wanting healthier energy, being more efficient with your energy, because this is really focused. I'm bringing all the tools that I've gathered, that I've used in all the games. I don't, they're not games, but they're ways that I play with my inner genius in different angles, because not every day my inner genius wants to talk to me the same from the same angle. So I have to like I play around it, and it's fun. It's fun and it's never the same for me. So I am bringing little tools that will activate this within you. And if you like doing this and if this is something you do, you'll do it on your own as well and in your own way. So this is a creative way of connecting with our genius, with our ourselves, and also becoming more self-aware that we can really be centered, that we can be more efficient, that we can be more sovereign with our energy, or more individual with our energy, instead of it's so attached and entangled with other people's energy. So we can really learn little very valuable tools that I have learned with powerful modalities, and then gathering all them up and going with that. And then in this workshops, we're going to be bringing up a lot of stuff that will bring you ready to a session with me with emotion code, and then we'll just release anything that your energy is ready to release. So, who is this for? This trial thing that I'm creating right now, and I don't have a name for it. Energy management, possibly. This is going to be a trial of 3 days of workshop in 3 sessions of one workshop, one session, one workshop, one session. And the whole purpose of this is to, who is this for, right? This is for people who are feeling stuck, who are really motivated to do something different, but they feel like something's in the way. They feel achy, they feel tired, they feel stuck, they feel like this low self-esteem or this resistance keeps coming up towards something that they really want to try or they really want to do, or they just can they have this beautiful dream vision, but they continue they feel really really stuck in triggers, like having a lot of triggers from past things that have happened. And we keep just hitting that wall, or we keep attracting that repetition of that experience. It keeps repeating. So when we have clutter in our energy, and when we have these filters that are like pretty much moving us to a thing or to something else, it this filters kind of command what we choose in our life, our life decision, how we move our energy, how we give our energy out and all this stuff. So when we gather when we gather inner knowing or acknowledgement of what patterns are taking us there and what things are doing this, and when we start gathering these things up, these emotions come up, this triggers come up, and we can release it with emotion code because they're past experience that haven't been processed. They're past emotional triggers that haven't been processed, and they just keep coming up and they keep attracting similar experiences to remind us that we have an imbalance that is due to that event that happened like 5 years ago or 2 years ago. So with emotion code, we can really tap into like precisely what you need in your journey. And then this whole little trial can also lead you to understand what is our transformation, because our transformation is really removing a lot of things that are not within, that are not us in our aura. So this kind of leads us to that understanding of what energy is and how it works. And so if we want to have an aura transformation, or we don't know, we don't understand, this is a grounded way, or this is a practical way of knowing how it feels to work with me and how it feels to have an aura transformation, because aura transformation is a one-time session, hands-on. So energetically, we're really dissolving the old aura and bringing the new aura. But in that dissolving the old aura, we're really removing a lot of things that are not us, and a lot of people attachments and a lot of things that have been connected to us. And we're really removing and pushing it out, making space for our energy to like come through. And then we're also naturally, the spirit energy is just coming in is filling up the aura, and we are feeling more filled with ourself and our energy, and this naturally brings more clarity on what we want, we don't, and this and that. But this tools that I'm bringing in this course, this trial, has a lot to do with what I've integrated from being an aura mediator and from being a person that has gone through those changes and shifts, and who has worked intensely on myself to self-understand and to also rebuild this core of self-esteem, which our transformation doesn't do for you. We have to do it ourselves if we come from a space of low self-esteem, or from a space of a really soft or weak inner core of who we are, and standing up for ourselves and speaking our truth and coming strong in who we are. Then we have to rebuild that. And it's a lot of reclaiming ourselves, and it's a lot of shedding and healing that can happen naturally, but we also need support in tools such as AuraTransformation and many other tools that are out there. So I am creating this out of nowhere, and it is inspired from all the things that I've lived from all these years, and I'm just feeling it inspired also because it brings a lot of stuff up that would be fun to work with emotion code with someone, bringing stuff up. And also it gives a lot of insight, because because emotion code itself has a lot of aware, like brings a lot of self-acknowledgement and self-awareness of what we like, what we don't like, and what events have really affected us. And so it's very insightful. So this is a very insightful workshop that I'm going to do, but it's also, I'm going to use emotion code to actually also work with releasing emotions and releasing imbalances and energy imbalances, distortion, because this is prime, like for me, I think the most helpful and useful things. I mean, many modalities out there that are more physical are also valuable, or mental, but I have found truly powerful as an empath, as a sensitive human. And I think every human, we're all sensitive in some way and somehow. Even if we numb ourselves to not feel anything, we are sensitive humans. And releasing baggage opens us to be more, to feel more safe in our energy and to actually want to feel and to be more open and to be more connected with others. So this is a valuable tool that can really help people. So I welcome you and I hope that this makes sense. I'm gonna make more video about this. This is my startup, bringing the idea down. See you soon.